Good morning and welcome to the Killik & Co market update. Lots of good results this week from the tech sector. In particular, we've had very strong results from Microsoft, who have showed just how well they are doing in the market for cloud computing. Their stock price went up quite a lot after their results, and that enabled them to become the third ever company to reach a market cap of $1 trillion. Now, this race to $1 trillion has been a race between Apple, Amazon and Microsoft over the last couple of years, and no one was quite sure which company was going to get there first. Apple got there first back in August 2018, followed shortly afterwards by Amazon, and after that the whole market had a bit of a fall in the last quarter of last year, so all the market caps of those three companies fell quite heavily. However, Microsoft has been the quickest company to recover from that, and yesterday the market cap briefly touched $1 trillion, although it did fall back just below that level before the end of the day. So let's have a look at this chart showing current scores on the doors. You can see that Microsoft at the moment is the most valuable public company in the world with a market cap of $990 billion. Apple just below that at $968 billion, and Amazon just below that at $936 billion. Now, Microsoft and Amazon both very heavily involved in cloud computing, and that's one of our major opportunities for future investment, and both of those companies are ones that we are watching very closely. Also very strong results from Visa this week. Now, we think there's still a huge global opportunity in e-commerce and digital payments, and this was very evident in Visa's results this week. So have a look at this chart here from their quarterly presentation. You can see that they processed over 47 billion transactions in the first quarter of this year, and that was up 9% on the same quarter of last year. Now, if you think about e-commerce, digital payments, there's really two areas for opportunity here. The first is people switching from cash to card payments in store, and the second is the huge potential for growth in e-commerce. Now, to give you an example of just how big this opportunity is, in the US at the moment, just 11% of total retail sales take place online. That surely has to go up over the next few years, and that presents a huge opportunity for these card payment companies and these digital payment companies such as Visa, MasterCard, American Express, PayPal. It's a sector we're watching very closely, so please do give us a call if you would like to hear about our thoughts on this sector in more detail. And finally, there's been a bit of focus on the insurance sector in the UK recently, and that's because the regulator has highlighted that many of these insurance companies are exploiting their loyal long-term customers, charging them more, and they're using that money in order to offer deals to new customers. And actually, some data this week from the Financial Times really highlighted just how serious this problem is. So if you have a look at this chart here, for home insurance in the UK, you can see that the average annual premium for a new customer is £172. If you're a loyal customer and you stay with a company for 5 years, after that time you will end up paying £325 per year, so almost double what these new customers are paying. So this really shows just how much these long-term loyal customers are being exploited, and it does appear that the regulator is now starting to crack down on this and try to end this unfairness between different companies in the insurance sector. And moving on to the week ahead, it's a very busy week in terms of companies reporting, and we are looking forward to results from 3 energy companies: BP, Shell and the wind power company Ørsted. That's it from us. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday.